Good morning. Next article from this unit is probability. The people who are studying statistics as one of the optional subjects are familiar, well aware with the word probability. We are talking probability in statistics, statistical mechanics. What is probability? Possibility of happening something. Probability is possibility of happening something. Something may be some event. And so, we can have a definition for probability in terms of events. So, let us have a definition for the probability in terms of events. The probability may be defined as the ratio of number of cases in which the event occurs to the total number of cases. Probability can be defined as the ratio of number of cases in which the event occurs to the total number of cases. Mathematically, I may write the formula for this probability as P is equal to number of cases in which the event occurs divided by total number of cases. Using the definition for probability, the mathematical formula will be probability is equal to number of cases in which the event occurs divided by total number of cases. Now, for example, let us suppose that there are X number of cases in which the required event occurs. Let us suppose X be the number of cases in which the required event occurs and Y be the number of cases in which the event does not occur. X be the number of cases in which the required event occurs. Y the number of cases in which the event does not occur. How to find the probability of the event? Probability of the event according to this formula is P is equal to probability of occurrence of the event. What is P? P is probability of occurrence of the event. P is equal to number of cases in which the event occurs. How much? X divided by total number of cases. How many total number of cases? X plus Y. Total number of cases are X plus Y. Equation number 1. So, probability of occurrence of the event is given by the formula P is equal to X divided by XY, where X is number of events, X is number of cases where the event occurs, Y is the number of cases where the event does not occur, and therefore this P is known as probability of occurrence of the event. Similarly, you may be asked to find probability of occurrence of Y, probability of absentee of the event, non-occurrence of the event, probability of non-occurrence of the event. Probability of non-occurrence of the event may be written as the number of cases in which the event does not occur. Probability of non-occurrence of the required event is equal to the number of cases in which the event does not occur divided by total number of cases, that is X plus Y. Equation number 2. Equation 1 is probability of occurrence of the event, and equation 2 is probability of non-occurrence of the event. If we look into equation 1, we find that probability of occurrence of the event is a fraction. Similarly, from equation 2, we find that probability of non-occurrence of the event is also fraction. Then what should be the total probability from equations 1 and 2? Total probability will be equal to sum of probability of occurrence of the event and probability of non-occurrence of the event. Total probability will be equal to sum of probability of occurrence of the event and probability of non-occurrence of the event, and therefore total probability P will be, therefore total probability P will be equal to, let me call this as EV, this as NE. So this is PEV plus PNE, that is X divided by X plus Y plus Y divided by X plus Y. Denominator is same, so the numerators will be simply added. Denominator put as it is, and its value is 1, equation number 3. It means that total probability is always equal to 1. Total probability is never greater than 1. Total probability is always equal to 1. It is never greater than 1. Here we have found the probability of occurrence of an event. We may be asked to determine the probability of a random event. We may be asked to determine the probability of a random event. And when we are asked to determine probability of random event, we must have some unit for measurement of that probability. We should have some unit of measurement of the random probability. To describe this random probability, let me consider the probability of sure event. The probability of sure event. Sure event, the event which is going to occur. One category. Other category, the probability of impossible event. The event which cannot occur. Probability of sure event, probability of impossible event. Probability of sure event, probability of impossible event. Probability of sure event is always equal to 1. Probability of sure event is always equal to 1, whereas probability of impossible event is always 0. In India, the probability of rising the sun in daytime. In India, probability of watching the sun in daytime is 100%. In India, probability of watching the sun in daytime is 100%. So whenever daytime is there in India, there will be sun in the sky. It is sure event, the event which is going to occur at any cost. The event which is going to occur at any cost is sure event. So there will be always sun in the sky in daytime. This is sure event. And therefore, if we are asked to find the probability of this, it will be probability of sure event 100%, that is probability is equal to 1. Watching the sun in the sky at night time in India. Watching the sun in the sky at night time in India. Actually, in not only in India but all the countries which are near equator on the earth, which are near equator on the earth, the probability of watching the sun in the sky in the daytime is 100%, so it will be a sure event. And the probability of watching the sun in the sky at night time, it is impossible, because at night time we may have moon in the sky, sun is not there in the sky, and therefore this is impossible event. The event never going to occur, that is impossible event. And probability of impossible event is always 0%, 0%. And probability of occurrence of sure event is always 100%, that is 1. So probability of occurrence of sure event is always 1. Probability of occurrence of impossible event is always 0. And so the probability of random event, the probability of random event always lie between 0 to 1. The probability of event always lie between 0 to 1. Random event. Random event is not sure event. Random event is not impossible event. Random event is not sure event. Random event is not impossible event. And probability of occurrence of a random event is always between 0 to 1. So it will be always a fraction. Probability of occurrence of random event is always a fraction lying between 0 to 1, where 0 probability of occurrence of impossible event, 1 probability of occurrence of sure event. Let us consider a few examples to consider these various probabilities. For example, let us consider a coin. For example, 1 rupee coin. Let us consider 1 rupee coin. It has two surfaces and the circular edge. It has two surfaces and the circular edge. On one surface head is there, on other surface tail is there. On one surface head is there, some picture is there corresponding to head. On other surface the amount is there, its value is there. Okay, that is the tail. So it has two surfaces, head and other is tail. It is symmetric. Let us toss this 1 rupee coin either on a top of a table or on the ground. Let us toss this 1 rupee coin either on top of a table or on the ground. And here we assume that the tossed coin is not going to stay on the edge. Tossed coin not going to rest on the edge. When it comes to the top of the table or to the ground, it always rests on one of the two surfaces. So when you watch the 1 rupee coin, when it comes to the top of the table or to the ground, we find that one surface is upward and other surface is downward in the contact of the base, the ground or top of table. The face of the coin which is upward may be tail, the face of the coin which is upward may be tail, may be head, may be tail. And there is equal possibility of appearance of tail surface or appearance of head surface upward. It is equally likely possible. It is equally likely possible to have either the head surface upward or tail surface upward. And if you are asked to find the probability of occurrence of the head upward, the probability of occurrence of the tail upward, how do you find the probability of occurrence of head or tail of the 1 rupee coin? What are priori equally possible ways? Priori equally possible ways are 2. So the possibilities are only 2. Either head will come up or tail will come up. If you are asked to find the probability of the head coming upward when you toss the coin, it will be 1 divided by 2, because the total priori possibility, total equally priori possibility are 2. Head may appear. So the probability of occurrence of head will be 1 by 2. Similarly, if you are asked to find the probability of occurrence of tail upward, it will be again 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2? 50%. Here it is 50%, here it is 50%. It means that there are 50% chances of head of the coin coming upward. There are 50% chances of tail of the coin coming upward. And therefore, the probability of head coming upward is 1 by 2. The probability of tail coming upward is also 1 by 2, where this 2 and this 2 is the total equally priori possibility of occurrence. Total equally priori possibilities of head and tail in one throw, in one toss. We may consider another example. Let us consider a die. Let us consider a die. What is a die? A die is homogeneous, regular hexagon with 6 identical surfaces and 12 edges. What is a die? Die is homogeneous, regular hexagon. You can consider this as a cube. Cube is example of a die. Die is homogeneous, regular hexagon having 6 identical faces and 12 edges. It is symmetric about the center, and therefore whenever you toss or throw the die, when it comes down, it will not rest, it will not stay on one of the 12 edges. This will never happen. What we assume, this will never happen. The die, when comes to ground or top of the table, is going to rest on one of the 6 faces. It is not going to rest, it is not going to stay on one of the 12 edges, as the die is symmetrical. One thing. Second thing, every surface of the die has a number of dots engraved upon it. One face may have 1 dot engraved on it. Second face may have 2 dots engraved on it. Third face may have 3 dots engraved on it. Fourth face 4 dots. Fifth face 5 dots. Sixth face 6 dots engraved on it. And let us play with this die. Now let us play with this die, and while playing with this die, let us try to find these various probabilities. Now, when you throw the die and when it comes down, it will rest on one of the 6 faces. Only one face will be upward, and this face will have dots engraved, either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. There are 6 equal possible ways. There are 6 equal possible ways the die can rest. The die may rest, the die may stay on the ground, on the top of the table, such that the upward face may have 1 dot, the upward face may have 2 dots, or 3 dots, or 4 dots, or 5 dots, or 6 dots. There are equal chances for all these 6 faces to come upward. There are equal chances, equal possibilities for these 6 faces to come upward. And therefore, there are 6 equally likely possible ways. There are in total 6 equally likely possible ways. What is the probability of occurrence of odd numbers? What is the probability of occurrence of odd numbers? How many odd numbers are there from 1 to 6? 1, 3, 5. Probability of occurrence of odd numbers on the die. How many are there? 3 are there. How many equally likely possible ways are there? There are in all, in total, 6 equally likely possible ways. And therefore, what should be this probability of occurrence of the odd numbers whenever you toss a die? 3 divided by 6, that is 1 divided by 2, that is 50%. Why 50%? There are 3 even numbers, there are 3 odd numbers. 3 even, 3 odd. We have made 2 groups, a group of odd numbers from 1 to 6, a group of even numbers from 1 to 6. These are equal in number, okay, and therefore these have equal chances, equal possibilities of occurrence, and therefore there are 50% chances of coming the odd numbered surface upward when you toss the die. Similarly, if you are asked to find the probability of occurrence of even numbered faces of the die. What are the even numbers from 1 to 6? 2, 4, 6. How many are these? These are 3 number. How many equally likely possible ways? There are 6 equally likely possible ways, and therefore the probability of occurrence of even numbered surfaces is 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2, that is 50%. These problems are very simple. Let us go to somewhat uncommon. Probability of occurrence of 1. Probability of occurrence of the surface having only 1 dot engraved. How many surfaces there? 6 surfaces there. How many equally likely possible ways? 6 equally likely possible ways. What will be share of this? 1 divided by 6. And therefore, the probability of occurrence of the surface engraved with 1 dot is 1 by 6. Then, you may be asked to find the probability of occurrence of the faces having numbers engraved smaller than 6, having the number of dots engraved smaller than 6. Now, how many faces are having the dots engraved smaller than 6? 5 faces are there. The face with 1 dot 1, the face with 2 dots, the face with 3 dots, 4 dots and 5 dots. How many equally likely possible ways? 6 equally likely possible ways. 1 to 5. How many possibilities? 5 possibilities. And therefore, the probability of occurrence of the faces upward with dots smaller than 6 is 5 by 6. Is 5 by 6. Similarly, you may be asked to find the probability of occurrence of the faces of the die upward with dots smaller than 4. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3. That will be 3 by 6 or 1 by 2 or just 50%. If I do the same thing with 5, this will be 4 by 6 or just 2 by 3. And if you are asked to find the probability of occurrence of the surface with 0 dot engraved, what will be the probability? The 6 faces are engraved with dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is no face having 0 dot, and therefore probability of occurrence of the face with 0 dot is 0. That is 0 divided by 6. As 0 dot is not engraved on any of the 6 faces of the die, this is impossible event, and the probability of impossible event is always 0. Similarly, you may be asked to find the probability of occurrence of the surface of the die having dots more than 6. Do we have any surface on the die which has dots more than 6? There is no such surface, and therefore probability of this is 0 by 6, that is 0. It is impossible event. If we ask to find the probability of occurrence of surface of the die upward which has 7 dots, the die has only 6 faces, and these 6 faces are engraved with dots from 1 to 6. There is no 7th surface, there is no 7th face, and therefore there is no possibility of 7 dots, and therefore this is also 0 by 6, that is 0. These probabilities 0, 0, 0 are coming for impossible event, the event which cannot occur, the event which never occurs, the event which never occurs, that event is impossible event. And for impossible events, the probability is always 0. These are the random events, and what we find for all these random events, the probability is always less than 1. Let me go for the sure event. Probability of occurrence of the face upward with any of these dots, probability of occurrence of the face upward with either dot 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. And what is probability of this? 6 divided by 6, that is equal to 1. This event is known as sure event, because probability of sure event is always 1. Probability of impossible event is always 0, and probability of random events is always between 0 to 1. Probability of random events is always between 0 to 1. All these are the random events where the probability found is always less than 1, greater than 0. For these 3 examples, the probability is 0. It means that these 3 are impossible events, but for this event the probability is 100%, and therefore this is the sure event. Sure event, the event which is going to occur. Insure event, impossible event, the event which is not going to occur at all. This is in short about the probability. Starting with this article, I told you the definition, then I wrote a simple formula for the probability. Okay, then I explained in short how to find probability of occurrence, probability of non-occurrence, total probability, etc. After that we switched to the probability of random event, and to define and calculate random event we need to know the sure event and impossible event, the probabilities occurring because of the sure event and impossible event. Okay, so that we can define the limit for the value of probability of random event. And I have taken example of the coin, example of a die, and with simple examples we have discussed here the probability of event, probability of sure event, probability of impossible event, probability of random event, etc., etc. So this is all about the probability. I tried to make it as simple as possible. Hope you understood it. Thank you.